betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this, an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Good evening and welcome to Die Dragon Die Presents the Dread Circus Campaign, episode 26. I'm your DM and host, joined by Adam and Ahmed, maybe. Where is the Ahmed?
Ahmed.
Don't know where he is. All right, how was your trip to Texas?
Texas, yeah, I was in Austin.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Austin. Enough that if somebody said move to the States, it would now be my number one choice of region. Not in Austin proper, but a little bit outside Austin. So yeah, if work said thou shalt be American, that would be my number one choice.
Cool.
So you're gonna have a massive plant there. Yeah. Now, that being said, local hotel Wi-Fi in Austin. The biggest of peens could be.
Yeah, you had a hard time even just watching the stream, let alone plugging in and joining, right?
Yeah, like
Wow.
I was there with and I'm going to play D&D, and now it's but I can't even get anything streaming to go. Oh, oh, and then I'm watching what could generously be considered a clusterfuck happen.
Oh yeah, last game for the Gladiator Masters, there was a total breakdown of something that happened that game. So that was really interesting.
Wheels, they fell off, and
the wheels came off. A bunch of kitty gloves came off at the same time. There was lots of things that were off. It was good. The stream did a really great job at keeping the secret. A while back, when we were rolling up random gladiators, it was Quinta that rolled another dragon. When basically we did a roll saying which is the Ludus champion, and we were kind of going through the champions, and we rolled like a 15th level dragon, and we all had a good laugh about that. And I decided, okay, this dragon it'll be a bronze, but he'll be absolutely crazy. He'll be just right batshit nuts. And he was the Ludus champion of the Sea God's Fury, and you pissed him off. And they didn't like you.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, we don't like him either, so...
Yeah, well, feelings mutual. Great.
There's all sorts of machinations, but I will not be happy unless he's either in a wizard's experiment lab or mind-slaved on a battlefield for the Empire, destroying something that he loves. Like, destroying pirate ships or whatever. That is what is required for Ashoka to feel satisfied with the conclusion of this arc. Now, you don't need to be satisfied, but that's kind of his goal right now.
Right. So just glancing at the map that you guys are aware of mostly Avicea, the continent, here is Vatapol, where Magnus's token is.
Tarak?
Yep. And then here's the capital city of Vyedd, where the Circus of Dread is. While you were gone, they named the circus. They named the caravan the Circus of Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good name.
Yep. So you're basically next door to each other. So, worlds may collide at some point. However, why don't we do a quick recap of what happened last game with the Circus of Dread? It was game 24 called Capture the Flag. The Circus of Dread travels to the forest duchy of Vyedd. There they meet the local commander, train, and take rest. Radamer enrolls his gladiators in a Capture the Flag contest, pitting them against 3 teams of archers and woodsmen. The townsfolk and soldiers alike are impressed with their heroics. The 7th Imperial Rangers offer Radamer and his gladiators a job to clear out a dangerous area that the soldiers cannot enter due to an ancient treaty with the elves. In exchange, they are willing to bend the rules to reincarnate one of the circus's fallen.
I know I'm not supposed to, spoil but it's Sam, Shitbeard, or Snowbeard, Pissbeard, whatever he got a nickname before he died. I think it was Pissbeard. It's something wrong with his beard. The Beardmeister. Yeah. One of them is hid under dead bodies through most of the fights, and the other one has tanked everything. So I don't know.
Well, if you ask the other gladiators, we probably just have to look at their alignments and go, "Yeah, Snowbeard was an asshole."
Yeah, well, but the thing is, Radamer is an important part of it.
Which one is more loyal to Radamer, right? So that will be interesting. Nothing is pre-written. And the stream can definitely have an impact on what happens. Everyone's spending their hero and villain points or something like that. I don't know. All right, so I think we'll just kind of continue until Ame gets here. Let's bring us to which map? I'm going to go to Castle Vyedd. You guys have rested. You're staying at the Barley Mow, which is a kind of an inn and tavern. Yeah, reincarnate is also interesting because you don't control what you come back as. You are, I think some people leveled. Give me a second.
Isn't that the castle of William the Great?
It is Nottingham Castle.
Yeah. All right.
I think some of you leveled.
Ooh.
Let me check. I'm checking the spreadsheet, and we said basically you would level before you'd get training to level before you leave into the forest of doom.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, we have a new tab for Circus. I was like, I can't find it.
Yeah, there was just too many characters, so I broke them up into 2 different.
Yeah, it's a good
groups.
call.
I think Unwin I leveled. He's now level 2. I've just been giving him 250 XP every game, and it just
as long as he keeps not dying.
Yep. Okay, Arlen is 5th, Ugg is 5th, Edward is 5th, Roger Regal is 5th, Beric Tarn is 4th. I think it was the Arlen 5th. I think he already updated. He already updated that. Oh, right, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, where are they? Let's just have a quick look at Arlen's leveling and what he chose. So I think 5th level is a feat. He took extra channel as his feat. Oh, right, we had that conversation because he says he was still running out. He's got Sun and Travel Domain, and he's got 3rd level spells now. Okay. Ugg, I think, already leveled. Let me just glance at his feats. Yeah, we took Power Attack and Weapon Focus Grapple. We already talked about that. Edward is now 5th. He took that, Precise Strike, Arcane Deed, and Craft Wand. Roger is 5th.
Roger.
Right. He wants to. He's staying behind because he is retraining all of his feats into heavy crossbow.
Mm-hmm. So when he gets back, also part of the reason why he's staying is behind is because we all failed our knowledge nature checks and we don't know what we're fighting, so we don't know how useful a Roger would be.
Beric Tarn is 4th. 2 levels of paladin, 1 level, one out of 2 levels of his template of half dragon, and 1 level of monk. Mortenzi is 4th. Yes, Blood Rager 4, Rogue 4, and Wilbur Whittlewick is 4th. Arlen does have fly now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The lack of legs becomes less important. Wilbur or Widget, which however we wish to prefer, has wrote a bunch of spells in his spellbook.
Right, during the training time downtime? Time down. What the fuck?
We know what you mean.
All fucking Yoda tonight. All right, okay. Which guys are you...
I rewatched the new Star Wars movie again, and it was like, maybe it was better. And it's like, no, it's worse. Just saying. Anyways. Speaking of Yoda,
not fucking Solo that came out like yesterday.
No,
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't decided if I'm going to see Solo because I'm so like they destroyed there's nothing of value left in the universe.
The Last Jedi was awful. It was an awful movie.
It was pretty bad.
Luke didn't teach her shit.
Luke didn't do nothing, and apparently the best weapon in the universe that would have solved the problem in every movie is crash a ship into something. They never figured out crash into something.
No, look at how many big fucking cruisers were destroyed in like Return of the Jedi and like Empire Strikes Back. One of those just turn around, warp into the fucking.
Just drive at it. Hell, you'd be doing that to destroy planets. You'd be taking one of the really big ships and fly it into a planet, and boom, planet gone.
Nah, that's just sloppy storytelling. It's just sloppy. They're like, oh, there's this cool thing, and like not having any regard for the universe itself. Yeah, it's fucking garbage.
I tried thinking maybe I'll be less salty, and it's like, no, maybe more salty.
No, so, and then some of the character choices, like you've got 200 different alien races. Why are there so many humans in the fucking story? There were no races. Yeah, I know you fucking you're gun shy after Jar Jar Binks, but even in Star Trek they knew that. Let's make an alien like the last Star Trek movie with the chick that's had all the painted face and she was a little bit different. She was an alien. It was cool because we're watching sci-fi with aliens in it. Anyways,
Foxfire has actually a really good suggestion for you in your RPG fantasy knipshits. Go play Knights of the Old Republic.
KOTOR?
If you haven't played that, play that.
Yeah, I played KOTOR. KOTOR 1 and 2. KOTOR is awesome.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I was assuming that because you're going through all the old games, that's a good one.
KOTOR 1 is better than 2.
Yes.
But yeah, they're fun games to just kind of mash away at. All right. Which one of your guys are you bringing with you into the forest? Are you bringing the entire caravan and then striking out from there?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna sacrifice as few people to the evil fairies as possible. So, Marty. How long do we expect this adventure to be? Not to be meta, but it solves the question of whether or not Mortenzi comes.
We could probably do it tonight.
Okay.
There's a small chance it goes over.
Alright, we got Widget, we got Ugg, we got Edward, we have Alan, we do not have Unwin, we do not have Roger. Does Radamer come with us?
Lucas says, I think Mortenzi needs to come for his damage alone.
His damage is pretty good. I mean, knowing what we're fighting, I want Mortenzi there.
Yeah, Latara's going to stay behind.
Yeah, no, not Latara.
The servants are all staying behind, like Undwin and
Yes.
Bruno and Bortho.
He stays behind
and
because he's
Whitey.
retraining.
Yep. Roger's learning how to use heavier crossbows quicker.
Arlen the Lightbringer is coming. And I don't see unless Beric Tarn is having a moral conniption. Go kill evil things in the forest sounds like a
Yep.
Beric Tarn thing to do. And there's a question of trust around Mortenzi, and then do we want Radamer there?
Mortenzi, he'll send Mortenzi. It just means somebody has to play him. He leaves it up. He leaves it up to you guys.
All right. We'll bring Mortenzi because
Yes,
we're starting
yes.
a little late, and the chance of us actually being done on time. Yeah.
Morbinius. Zorbinius will make sure that we succeed. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
What was that? That's right.
What are you gonna do here? It's kind of a.
I wonder if there are any hats out there. Different sorts of hats for different sorts of people.
Weren't you looking for a cat before?
Yes, it rhymes. But so does rat.
What about bat?
Oh, you are a genius.
He's like chubbing your cheeks while saying it. Ugg pushes him off of you.
Thank you.
I don't like it when he gets touchy.
Not big. I understand. Not a big fan. Smoke?
Like you have less trust in Mortenzi than the guy who named his crossbow Gnome Slayer. He got pissed off at the gnomes. He's like, fuck you, this is Gnome Slayer. and he's stubborn, so it's gonna stick. Like
That's fine.
Yep.
You can have Gnome Slayer, the +3 crossbow that's never killed a gnome. That's fine. It'll be ironic when somebody casts Legend Lore on it in, 5 levels.
Okay, you do have a chance to talk to Radamer.
So, what are the parameters of the thing we're supposed to do again?
The Rangers are going to lead you out to a place that is off limits to them, but not to you. You're to destroy the threat at several locations in that territory. It is my understanding that there are no elves there left. However, neighboring tribes of elves would get angry if soldiers marched in. I was also told that an adventuring party had already been dispatched prior to this a season ago. They never returned.
And what are we supposed to do with, elves that are irate with us, Are we supposed to... What are we supposed to do?
Don't
It's one of
die.
those use your judgment sort of things?
Don't die. You are worth money to me.
Good to know we have things in perspective. All right. So did they say anything about the adventurers that went out there?
There were 5 or 6 of them.
All right. Tall, short, fat, wizard,
I did not
priest.
learn their names.
All right. Do we got a map, something, some way to know where we're going, or are the rangers just going to watch us and not participate?
The rangers are going to escort you along the forest roads to the edge of the territory. They will describe the terrain from there.
Is kind of a day thing or something that we expect to, should we be packing a lunch?
Lieutenant Lux, we've prepared provisions for everyone. We have some camping equipment. We'll be on the road for some time.
Camping.
At least 5 days there.
Favorite.
At least 5 days there, 5 days back, plus whatever time it takes for you to hike around. Do you require any mounts?
Is that 5 days with glorious, proper-sized legs? Or is that 5 days with your big, gangly spider bits?
Mortenzi can ride Zorbinius.
No, you won't. Perhaps we should bring
the chair?
Perhaps we should bring one wagon with some horses. If the wagon will fit down the forest roads, at some point you will have to abandon the wagon, but yeah, a single wagon.
All right.
We'll have 3 horses ourselves. Let us bring our wagon, then, says Beric Tarn, who goes about setting up the wagon. The noble-covered wagon with 2 heavy horses.
So, was it 3 locations? How many places are we expecting to find the things? He's talking more to the rangers now.
Yep. Once we're out there, we will point you into the direction of a location called the Druid's Eye. It is a old monument. Beyond the Druid's Eye, we are in search for a tree called Black Root White Leaf.
Alright, so we need to find a tree with a skin condition.
It is a cursed place, says Specialist Roloff. They say for every one of its white leaves, a victim has died within the grasp of the black roots. This is the domain of the Red Archer.
Alright, so...
Red Archer is a myth. Then why don't you go out there with them, Savetta?
Yeah, take off the formal get-up. Come, spice things up a little bit.
No, the lieutenant will not be going out there. She'd be recognized by dozens of elves.
Pity.
Zorbinius.
Please stop touching yourself.
No. He's on all fours looking through the spokes of the wheel. He's trying to get underneath the chair so he can look out of the wheel. And Ug's now just kicking him away from the wheelchair.
Alright.
Do we have to bring him? Says Beric Tarn.
Oh, come now. Dragon man, Zorbinius is with us all.
His presence offends me.
You'll get used to it.
He'll be fine, says Arlen.
Widget is not making a good case for gnomes in general because he's making excuses for the crazy gnome that he's known for like a week.
We'll be fine. The light shall guide us, and the light shall cleanse whatever dark thing lives in these two places.
You got a little something, something there.
Yes, it is the scale of my god.
When you're trying to hide, you might want to like think about a headband or some ash on it.
Like my deity, I will hide in the light.
It's not really how hiding works.
I think you should just leave it. I don't think you're going to win with this one. He is recently converted to some deity we don't understand, says Edward.
Alright, well, if they're shooting at him, they're not shooting at me.
Alright, Ugg helps Beric Tarn set up the wagon. Arlen is wheeled into the wagon so that he's got a good seat. They removed the bench near one of the windows, so Arlen can like just wheel up to the windows. I guess on both sides. Who's got ranks or ability to handle animal? Like who's driving the train?
Widget can drive a train. Mortenzi could theoretically drive the train, but he's not allowed.
Sends you off a cliff because Zerbinius told him.
Zerbinius told me to.
Funny.
Wild, no. Ugh.
Beric Tarn doesn't have handle animal. Seriously?
It's Widget, who's got survival and well, make yourself. So where's our driver? What do you mean driver?
Do you know how to drive a wagon?
You don't know how to drive a wagon?
Sobinius can drive.
Anyone but him.
You know, I'm a pretty good acquisition. These guys don't know nothing about nothing. Next, you're going to tell me they don't know how to camp. He hops up into the driver's seat.
Okay. Edward sits in the back with Arlen. Mortenzi.
Mortenzi, where do I sit?
Why don't you go with Zorbinius there?
Yes, into the back. Yes.
Ugg will sit down beside you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Just taking a look to see who the hell can perceive, because we're gonna need some of that.
Do not think of it trying to escape into the forests. They're well aware that you're my property.
I'm assuming he's talking to you guys.
Yes, we wouldn't think of it, Radamer. He seems a little tense with all of his gladiators riding off in a wagon together. Muttering to himself as he goes back to the others.
Yeah, free to come along if you want.
He considers it, but then continues to walk.
Smart decision.
Is there anything you need before we leave town? Says Lieutenant Lux to the group.
Right, so which one of us is the Yacha? Oh, we only got that jackass with the gnome slayer? Alright. Like, normal rope and stuff?
Sure, you've got an adventurous
Standard
kit.
adventuring gear.
You have an adventuring kit or two in the back. We'll say 2 of them.
Yep.
With grappling hooks, hemp ropes.
Okay.
They seem to have all the camping gear that you need, and they just kind of toss it into the onto the wagon.
Ropes, grappling hooks.
As the wagon pulls off, Mortenzi is going backwards. As he's just hanging off, watching the back end.
Yep. So where did you find that gnome?
We got him in Vivernus. He was a slave that the Dark Dwarves didn't want anymore, so they gave him to Radamer. Came with his own cage.
Huh. So you got him as some sort of payment?
Yeah, we won a fight. Same fight that Snowbeard died in. Sort of a replacement, I guess. Him and some old man. Radamer made Mortenzi fight the old man and his horse.
Who won?
The horse. The old man died. His heart stopped in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. Rule 1 to surviving the fight is your heart has to keep beating. Unless you fight for that old guy. He seems kind of creepy. He might deal in some of the, less beady forms of warrior, if you know what I'm saying.
My heart beats for Bahamut. It is what keeps me going.
Says Barrack Tarn beside you as you're riding down the forest roads.
Knowledge, religion.
Sure.
Just 20 here.
Who the fuck is a Bahamut? Bahamut is the lawful good dragon of, or lawful good god of good dragons and the wind. Lesser deity of dragonkind. Also known as the Platinum Dragon.
Huh. We see some, Wait, what do you think about, Shiny's scale thingy? Kind of looks like platinum.
Pardon, says Barrack Tarn.
Your priest, he's got a dragon scale in the middle of his head.
I don't know what deity he contacted. He refuses to say its proper name. But yes, he heals.
Oi! Shiny! What's your god's name?
He is the source behind the light.
That's a description.
Not if you capitalize it.
Is that what his mama called him? Ooh, it's a little source behind the light. Ooh. Goochoo, goochoo, goo.
Mortenzi's laughing. You're pretty sure he's not laughing at what you're saying. He's laughing because he's going backwards.
Perfect.
Alright, let me grab Arlen's token, as he's the leader of this bunch of yahoos.
I know we'll wait for Ahmed, but not saying the name of your god to a bunch of people who are like, is kind of like, no, seriously, what god did you convert to? This is important. In a world where those things, like, have very legitimate effects.
Okay, you travel for many days along the forest roads. These are patrolled by the 7th Imperial Rangers, as well as other locals. We'll say 10% chance of a random encounter. Nope. You do eventually get to a wide stone and wooden bridge that goes across the river. I need a good name for a major river.
The Stocks River. The River Stocks. No, the colors are good, typically. Rivers are generally described by their shape or color or that sort of thing.
We're going to call it the Loggers Run.
Okay.
Basically, you do see, like, people... There are some logging operations, and they send the logs up the river to Vyedd. You're told that a lot of Imperial ships are built from some of the stoutest and strongest oaks that come out of the vast wood or the easting wood itself. You're also... They mention that the Golden Hills is far up in the Forested Kingdom of Vyedd. The Golden Hills is a place where there's a lot of gnomes and halflings. I believe your gnome is from there.
Okay.
And I need a name for the major bridge that you just crossed.
I have got a tarantula-sized spider on my ceiling. You son of a bitch. It's not the best name for a bridge, though. Yeah, 2-inch diameter bastard.
Okay, it's called the Spiderstone Bridge.
Spiderstone Bridge. I got.
There's a story that a very large forest spider attacked the people building the bridge, and that's what gave it its name, as well as some of the stone has weird striations in it, which kind of look like spindly spider webs, or spindly spider legs.
Perfect.
And watch out for that spider.
Just a little bit lower, and I'm going to kill your ass. It's big enough that it's going to go crunch.
There might be like a hamlet of like small buildings on either side of the Spiderstone Bridge, like a trading post perhaps that the loggers use, and you get your 1 XP.
Woo!
You do cross the Spiderstone Bridge to the eastern side of the Loggers Run River. You spend maybe about a day or two on the trails away from the Spiderstone Bridge before you finally stop. You make camp. You make camp a little bit early. And you're making camp on the edge of what looks like territory that has been marked off as a neutral zone with yellow flags and yellow paint on some of the trees.
Hey, it's good to be on the road again.
I'm going to bring your tokens to a map called Druid's Eye. And make things visible. You guys have made camp. Your horses are off a little bit. Kind of nestled together. Until you find a campfire. a low burning campfire. Lieutenant Lux cooks several pheasants that he hunted while you were on the road. These stupid things just wandered right into the trail, and he shot their heads off, basically, with arrows. Stepped on their wings and clear out their gullet.
Alright.
They seem to agree that the pheasant were clean eaten after checking their gizzards.
Survival check. You know what they're on about? They just being cautious. That's actually a 24.
Yeah, they were being cautious. Like, the forest seems to be healthy.
Is there some sort of curse we should be worried about? Are you always that sort of picky with your food?
The duchy is right next to the most cursed land in all of Avicea. The land that these brave travelers passed through. Birds are dumb. They'll eat things sometimes that curse themselves, undead flesh.
Yeah.
They'll pick at things. Sometimes things
Arlen cast purify food and drink upon the...
Yep, upon the meal.
Yep.
There is no need to fret. The light shall purify it all. The Rangers don't seem to be... There's a few sideways glances, but they don't.
So, I guess I'll wait for the... So about this light guy, I'm assuming he gets shut down in the conversation.
Yeah, it seems to be very circular logic, and he doesn't seem to... There doesn't seem to be a dogma. At least not one that he's sharing.
Be powerful. It's like one of the most dangerous friggin'... Be powerful and do stuff. It's like, what is the plan?
He deflects by talking about the beauty of the light and how people seek out beautiful things.
Greed, avarice. All right, get some.
It is at one time he had brown hair and now he's got blonde hair. So how are we to argue with him? Since it word. Who's poking fun a little bit. Arlen doesn't seem to mind.
I mean, your hair's curly, so your opinion's right out.
Are we bringing the chair into the forest?
Mortensi thinks we should bring Zorbinius. We can't leave Zorbinius behind.
Well, the chair itself might be... we could rig up some straps and kind of make it like a backpack holder for the guy.
Yeah, we've already done that trick.
They did it in the last fight, didn't they?
Not with the chair. They just carried Arlen around.
They just carried Arlen around. Yep. Oh, mate, how's it going? We are live.
I've got it connecting. Oh, I've got an Ahmed! And he's wearing pink! Or fuchsia, or salmon, or something.
It's more of a
Can't hear
salmon.
nothing.
Hello.
Hello.
You can just reduce XP from. I'll take it. Sorry for being late, guys.
It's alright.
You guys are in the wilderness? Are you connected to map tools?
I am connecting. I literally just walked in throwing my phone and wallet off me. Okay.
You are in the wilderness nearby the territory that you're supposed to wander into. We've got Edward, Arlen, Baraktarn, Widget, Ugg, and Mortensi with you. And Widget's been asking a lot about the god, about your god, and I've had you deflect basically about talking about the gnome with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
The
Sorry.
gnome with the buzzsaw.
Yeah, you've been deflecting by talking about how beautiful the light is.
Right. Okay. Map tools is connecting.
How it came to be was when he asked Barak, who's like, I'm a worshiper of Bahamut. It's like, And I don't know about this light guy.
I have no idea about this guy. He's freaking me out.
It's like, but he's got a dragon scale on his head. Yeah,
I
don't
think
know what-
Arlen should ride on my back while we go into the forest, pushing that wheeled thing around. You mean Zobinius? Says Mackenzie.
I'm still loading Twitch, so I'm not sure who's online, but what's up, guys? What's going on? And I apologize to the stream for being late, because fuck my life.
It's all right. Family is important,
Is it?
especially when Magnus turned out to be such a big chump. You got Magnus and all his gladiators got beat up by one guy. I mean, and you're both Primuses, so
It was-
basically a fair fight. In fact, you had it tilted in your favor, got your ass kicked.
Yeah, give me 10 levels and then we'll talk. Give me 10 levels. We'll have dragon stew. Okay,
10 levels.
okay. Actually, I need 5. That's it. And then I can kill the dragon. Yeah, that's right.
Nah, you need 2 levels and a spell. You could probably do it by yourself.
Go to channel.
One of the spells has to be greater heroism, so he doesn't poop himself and run away.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking
Shit myself.
remove fear, but
Okay.
it was funny because he was the first one out of there. He's like, boop, boop.
Just
He just
see you guys.
All right, not this group though. We're talking about Arlen and group. You guys are camping out in the vast wood.
Drake, what's going
great,
on, buddy?
Great northern stretch of Drixer. Great northern stretch of forest. We can go to the map just to show you guys where you are.
The white leaf black root, is that?
Circus of
okay.
Dread
I see
is in the capital city of Vyedd, opponent
Nice.
named Vyedd, and you guys have traveled like 5 days or so through the forest, across the Spiderstone Bridge, in the vicinity of something called the Druid's Eye. You guys are pretty close. Notice Vatapol and Vyedd are neighboring duchies. You guys have traveled pretty much. That's almost the halfway point along the continent. The 3 rangers are with you. I'll bring you
The
back
ones that
to-
came with us, Lux, the girl, and the weird elf in full plate, probably reincarnated.
He's in.
Not full plate. He was in.
He's in lighter armor.
Yeah, no, he was. They like decorated with the decorated armor. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yep.
Where is it? The white leaf black root? Is that the one?
No, Druid's Eye.
There it is. Okay. Okay,
So,
cool.
The Druid's Eye is like a historical name, right? We're not just being stared at by some druid.
I don't think anyone stares through it, although we're not sure exactly what it does. It might be some sort of portal, or perhaps a way to look long distances.
Is it like a 30-foot diameter ring with arcane runes on the outside?
My suggestion is you should, says Lieutenant Savetta, just leave it alone.
That's a good idea.
The Fae are
knows?
known to attack those that go and visit the Druid Eye. Unfortunately, this ancient thing is in the territory that is off limits to us via ancient treaties. Treaties which our commander expects us to respect.
Honor. Right, he expects you to respect them. We are mere travelers. I myself am an elf, so...
Not the sort
Well,
that
sorta,
still lives
you
here,
got-
but
Here,
yes.
got shiny, and elves normally have 2 legs.
Who brought you along?
I had to drive the cart.
I would also suggest that you don't dig. You don't know what could very well be an elven burial ground.
Good advice.
So, in terms of normal camping etiquette, where are we supposed to put the privy?
I wouldn't consider it a problem because it would feed the plants. Just make sure it's not close to your companions. common courtesy, but otherwise I don't think
Size
there's
of
a
this
problem.
guy, this privy thing is going to be important.
I would make sure to stay away from...
Hortensia, he poops a lot.
Right.
And also
okay.
that guy.
Let me prep
they really
my
don't
spells.
have any advice to you about.
Don't. Well, you now be worried about like, should I? Can't shit. Elves are watching.
They're telling you not
He
to
showed
like,
us his anus. He's
not
evil.
to
dig up
not
random-
to dig. Yeah, not to dig up things.
So question.
They,
Are we
it
expecting
looks like
to
they
fight
assume
next-
you're joking.
Yeah, silence is thanks enough.
Are we going to be fighting? Expecting to fight next day?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna fight Unseelie, whatever the hell those are. Sounds like the fairies.
Yes, evil fae.
Oh, you separated the characters. Okay, that's why I couldn't
What?
find out.
What do they do?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, spells, grab things, shines,
They look at each other
fights with the power of madness.
a little bit worried now. It depends. Says specialist Roloff, whom you've never seen smile. It depends which fae you are talking about. Their race is varied and bewildering in their powers.
Okay.
Any
I hope you've got
examples?
spells to protect your mind. That would be wise.
What kind of okay, well, are they evil?
They all nod, yes.
you
Unseelie
sure?
suggests evil.
All right. And how
Yeah, they butcher travelers. Pretty evil to me, says Lieutenant Lux.
all right. Protection from evil. How many of us are going in? 5?
6?
I can cast 6 protections from evil on us.
So, do you think they butchered the other guys you sent in to do the same sort of thing, or did they do other things with them?
I'm not sure. That was a few months ago. Beginning of spring. It's almost summer now.
Do you have anything
So on
of
a scale of like 1 to 10, how are we compared to them in terms of, you know?
They didn't win a championship like you did.
We're at least a 7. All right.
However, they were experienced.
6.5.
Hortensia is experienced. Hortensia likes to experience things.
Of course. All right. Do we have somebody here? Which one of? I'm looking around. We haven't done this kind of combat in the wild before. Is anyone here capable of spotting traps and that sort of thing?
Well, you can detect the magic and walk real slow.
But they're not necessarily using magical traps.
Hortensia has a way to detect traps. We can wheel Zorbinius in front of us. He'll find them.
No. I do not like that idea.
I can see traps if we are slow and careful enough.
Oh, that's
Ugg
right.
has.
Oh, that's right. He's a rouge.
He's a rouge.
Oh fuck! Silence is useless.
2 levels rogue. Perception versus traps plus 10. Better than nothing.
I'm pretty certain Fox is right. We should have ballistas.
It's just the ballista campaign. Mortenzi is also a rogue. Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know if anybody trusts Mortenzi to actually, like... He's going to find the trap and then laugh as...
And then push the wheel.
Perception
Push
plus
the-
11 versus traps, and he did not take. Neither one of these rouges have trap finding.
Neither of them are
as
proper,
yeah,
rouges.
yeah, the automatic trap finding.
Yep. They're both like combat rouges as opposed to trap rouges.
Yeah, bleeding attack for Ugg, that is his rogue talent, and Mortenzi has furious focus and weapon. Mark basically uses rogue talents for feats.
Defeats. Yeah.
You can only get one
It's a
that
good
way.
call.
So
One, no, you can do.
you can take combat feat once, and then after that you have to take specific.
Yeah, there's a weapon training one, which I'm pretty sure you can take, but
Yeah. It's just they're. Yeah. There's a limit to how many times you can do that. Is the thing.
cool.
Okay, so where were we?
We were sitting around a campfire, and you were about to tell us the name of your god.
Sorbinius.
Yeah, we know that's the name of his chair, but
Sorbinius.
That's the name of your god, Mortenzi.
what's the name of that scale?
This scale is the
That little
source of
something, something.
light. It is the source of light.
All right, that's a description.
It is the name. You recognize what the scale is, right?
I wonder if it's a bit of this guy's thing. But you guys don't, talk the same. But it looks kind of platinum-y to me.
It is not.
It is
That's
not.
what I'm saying. I'm just wondering if there's a source of friction. If there's no source of friction, then we don't have to do nothing. It's fine.
There is not.
We will split the watch between the three of us so that your group can get some proper rest, says Lieutenant Lux.
Anything else aside from the mental protections and potential butchering? And don't dig. And be careful where you poo.
Beware of the Red Archer.
What's a red archer do? I'm assuming he arches and the fletchings are red. And the arrows were like some black wood of some variety.
Some believe he's an elf. Maybe an elf gone mad.
Which would explain how he could be here so long, because he would be old. All right.
Do you happen to have any of their items? Like.
No. So in the morning, we're going to set you on a bearing towards the Druid's Eye, and then, effectively, if you walked through the Druid's Eye from in the opposite direction that you came,
That's how we find our way back?
if you keep on going forward through the Eye, another day or so, you'll reach Blackroot, White Leaf.
How many?
And we're supposed to destroy the tree?
No.
Whatever dwells in it.
I'm sorry. Can you be more specific?
It's where we think the Red Archer's lair is.
Right. So you want us to destroy the Red Archer and the Unseelie.
If the tree were happened to be destroyed, would that be a bad thing?
I wasn't aware that any of you had, like, fireball, says Lux.